Hi everyone! New camera, same setup, because it's way too difficult for me to figure out where to put this tripod. Ow! This tripod. Because it's not quite tall enough. And I could sit on a chair, but my chair is covered in clothes I haven't put away yet. So I have been a little bit AWOL this last week or so. I haven't been as active with my booktube as I want to be. It's how it goes. You buy a new camera and then you don't use it. But I'm here now. I'm filming this really quickly today because it's an exciting weekend for me. This is Thursday, but Thursday, Friday is very exciting for me. I am planning to do a video on it. It's not quite book related, but I think you guys will enjoy it. I'm saying no more because it might not work out how I want, so don't hold me to that. This isn't the video for that conversation though. This is my June wrap up, and June did not go as well as I thought it was gonna go. To be fair, that was completely my fault because I have just done nothing this month. Like, I don't know what I literally have done nothing. I did manage to stop buying as many books. I mean, halfway through the month I decided, but you know, that's coming soon. I haven't filmed in so long, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know how this camera's gonna be, and so much going on. First things first, I've lost a book. How? Oh, it's right in front of me. Never mind. So in June I read 4 books, which, I mean, come on. 3 of those are pretty big books, so I'm not too disappointed. I'm just gonna try and make this as quick as I possibly can because, as I said, very busy day today and tomorrow, so sorry guys, you're on the back burner for now. So the first book that I finished reading in June was Sophie's World by Justin Gardner. This was a buddy read with Mira, and I feel like it has been years since I read this. Like, June has been so long. I started to tab this book, but I was mostly tabbing it with existential crisis points, and that was basically just every page. For those of you who don't know anything about this book, it's kind of like a modern classic, and it's aimed at teenagers, but it's very textbook. So it's all about this girl Sophie who receives these mysterious letters, and she also ends up on like a philosophy course. This book was written by a philosophy teacher to try and like engage his students more, so I was anticipating it reading like just being a novel that happened to have philosophical educational points. But this read exactly like my philosophy textbooks from when I was in high school, so it was a struggle. I mean, I got about halfway through and I was like, you know what? I only care about Sophie and Hilda, and I don't give a fuck about Immanuel Kant, Descartes, all of these people that destroyed my brain 4 years ago. I don't need them in my life again, so I was skim reading it. I was just expecting something different. I think I gave it 3 stars, 3.5, something like that. It was... I'm glad I've read it, but I highly doubt I will ever pick this up again. And unfortunately, because it was such a long haul getting through Sophie's World, I kind of went into a slump and I didn't know what to read because I just wanted something fun. And then my lovely friends Kevin and Tom, so Storyglyph and TJ Reads the Stars, were like, hey, we're doing a buddy read of this book. We know it's on your TBR, do you want to join us? And I was like, you know what? Yes. So although it was a big book, I knew I had to read it. It's on my list of 21 books to read at age 21, and I'm nearly 22 in October, so I was like, I need to get to this because I've only read like 3 or 4 books on that list. I got to buddy read The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and oh my god, this book. This was a 5-star prediction for me, and it was a 5-star read. I loved this. I've always known I would love it. Like, since I got into magical realism, I was like, I will love this. So it took until 2 people were like, read this with us, for me to actually read it, and it was so good. I was very much behind the entire buddy read. The boys are like, hey, we're way over here, and I'm like, cool, I'm on like page 10. But it was just so magical, and I loved getting to read this with Tom and Kevin. It just made it that much more special, and I love this so much. Next up, this should come as no surprise to anyone that it was a 5-star read. Just Don't Mention It by Estelle Mascom. Oh, this book, I am still reeling. Just looking at it makes my heart break a little bit. I love Tyler Bruce so much. I know I bang on about Estelle's books, but seriously, if you never pick up any other book I recommend to you, and I know I say that about so many books, but if you don't pick up any Estelle Mascom book, at least try this one, because my heart, oh my god. I mean, you can see my bullet points? No, they're called tabs. Those are basically almost all the parts that like made me cry. I do have a review for this, which I will link down below, so you guys can just watch like 20 minutes of me screaming about how much I love this book and love Tyler and hate Tiffany. Please read this. Please just buy the Dimily books. Just make me happy. Maybe if you all buy it, I'll shut up about it. And the final book that I read in June was Neon Soul by Alexandra L. And this is a poetry, it says it's a poetry and prose collection, but I mean it's mostly poems. There's like one bit at the beginning that's like prose, but yeah. This was a really cute little collection, and what I liked about this is the author actually says herself at the beginning, this isn't so much a collection of poems of pain, the way that like things like Milk and Honey kind of are, where they have that, you know, the poems dealing with those situations. This is more her reflecting on it and talking about how she's in a better place now, and I really appreciate that, because it reminds you that, Theodore, do you mind? Whilst poems dealing with the sort of pain and heartbreak and everything, whilst those kind of poems are very much relatable, I think we need these as well when going through those sort of situations, because it reminds us that people have been through it and they made it, and it's worth trying, you know? I don't know. But yeah, this was a good little poetry collection. Good little poetry collection, and I mean, I love this cover. I love how simple it is. It does bang on about neon a hell of a lot, and I don't really get the metaphor or whatever, but... And whilst those are all the books I have finished, there are still, what, 2 days left? Well, today, tomorrow and Saturday left in June, so I should finish A Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. I am about halfway through. It's a very quick read, so hopefully I find some time to get through this. If not, it'll be my July wrap up. I mean, it'll still be my July wrap up because I'll actually want to talk about it more, but just thought I'd throw it out there that I am currently reading something. So those are my books I read in June. Let me know if any of those are on your TBR, or if you've read them and what you thought. I hope you guys are having a great week and weekend also, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!